In today's video, I'm going to show you a completely free t-shirt mockup generator. Now, the cool thing about this generator is that it's super easy to use. The entire thing is completely drag and drop. So check this out. So this website is called Printinator, and if you want to check it out, it'll be down in the description below. And again, it's 100% free. Here, the entire website starts off with a 3D view of your t-shirt and it's spinning. It's animated by default, so if you want to take this off or turn it off, just go ahead and uncheck right here and it'll stay still. Now, besides that, you can also actually reverse the animation, which is pretty cool because it'll add into one of the different features that I'll show you on later. So stick around for that. But for now, let's just go ahead and stop it and then set it at a 0-degree angle. Now, it has different static angles. So on here, you have 0, 45 degrees, 120, 180, which is the back, 240, and 315. Now, you can also set your custom angle by a degree, but it's just easier to drag it, really. And then you can also change the background over here to whatever color you'd like. So we can set it to a green, we can set it to a red, or just black. Now, in my opinion, all of these colors are very, very strong for a background. So I suggest, if you're using this, to decrease the opacity over here and then just make it into a somewhat neutral color. So maybe like a light gray or light blue or something like that. So I'm going to keep it like this. Now, as far as the actual t-shirt, by default, the middle is set to white and then everything else is set to whatever color. And for whatever reason, whenever you click on the colors up here, it only changes the colors that are checked off over here. So let's say the collar, the cuffs, the bottom hem, the sleeves, the inner, which is the inside. And then you also have the grid over here, which takes off the bottom. I don't like the grid, so I'll just keep that off. Now, with the left click of the mouse, you can go ahead and drag the angle to whatever you want. Then with a right click, you can go ahead and drag the entire image or the entire design. Now let's actually mock up a shirt. So for this, what I'm going to do is go down here and click on add image. Then I'm going to choose my image over here under choose file. Now, once I choose my file, I actually have to click on upload image. So then do that. And now it's going to appear down here. So this is essentially our t-shirt template. So on here, we can go ahead and drag it. Now to get it towards the middle, you have to put it more towards the left-hand side. Then let's go ahead and rearrange it a little bit or resize it. All right, that looks pretty good there. Let's make it a little bit smaller. All right, so that looks pretty good. Now, I do want to change the color because this white, it doesn't look good. So in order to change this properly, just go ahead and click on customize colors. And then let's also make sure to check everything back. And I'm going to simply click on the background over here and I'm going to choose a black. Now, if I choose the darkest black there is, then it's going to look like this and it's not going to look good. It's going to completely absorb the entire design because I have a lot of black in there. So what I'm going to do is just move it up a little bit and give it more of a grayish or really just a lighter black. Now, in order to have everything else matching, let's go ahead and take this hex code over here, copy it, and then everywhere we see green, just go ahead and paste it. And actually even for the inner. Now, to make it look a little bit better, the next thing we have to do is go to inner and then just make this a little bit lighter, not too much. And same thing goes for the collar. The collar we can go ahead and either make just a little bit darker like that. That looks pretty good. And that's it. Now we can go ahead and download our image. So just go ahead and snapshot 3D scene. And it'll give us a snapshot or a screenshot of our mockup. Now, the other thing that we can do is go ahead and render a video. Now, for this, it would be good to set your animation. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's start the recording. Go ahead and click on animate. It's going to start to slowly turn the entire design or the mockup. When I say slowly, I mean it's doing it pretty slowly. I don't know if it's my computer or the website, but pretty sure it's the website. Now we can go ahead and reverse it. So that way it starts to go in reverse. And stop and export the video. And this was the final product. Now, honestly, recording that video, I don't think it's worth it. That's going to take way too much time. But if you want to do it, you can go ahead and do it. Besides that, you can also drag with your mouse and it'll record that too. Now, if you want to mock up the back, just simply go to the back. Let's move it a little bit to the side. And then our design, just move it to the other side of your platen over here, or your template. and then we can just layer it there. Now let's just add another image to mock up both the front and the back, so you can upload multiple images at once. And there we go. So we can zoom in a little bit, drag it around. You can show the front over here, then just turn it around, and you can show the back. The next thing you have here is to download the layout. When you download the layout, this is what you get. So it's pretty much just how you lay it out on your template. So I don't really see much use for that, to be honest with you, unless you add text. But even then, it's a lot easier to just add the text in Photoshop or Canva or whatever. But if you did want to add text, you can go ahead and change the colors over here. You can make it green if you want. You can also change the font. And you can increase the size. Now, one really cool thing about this is that it makes it very easy to wrap around the design on the t-shirt. So this is something that's kind of hard to do on Photoshop sometimes, especially if you have two different shirts for the front and the back for your mockups, or maybe if you're using Canva or whatever it is that you use. So this website actually makes it really easy to be able to place your text on, let's say, the bottom or any awkward places. Let me take off this animation. So you see, you can have it down there, which actually looks really cool. Oh, another thing that, as you noticed, but I didn't mention, is that everything updates in real time. So when I make the change over here, it reflects it immediately in the mockup. Just like that. This is actually really cool, actually. This came out really dope. Now again, we can go ahead and take snapshots of the sides. So snapshot 3D scene. And then we get that. And then if you wanted to change it up, you also have the women's t-shirt option and the long sleeve t-shirt option. So that's another option you have to create mockups. And again, it's totally free, and you get to mock up the front, the back, the side, whatever it is that you want. So if you want to check that out, the website again is going to be down in the description. It's called Printinator. So what did you think of today's video? Let me know down in the comments below. Is this something that you're going to be using for your mockups, or do you use something else? Do you use Canva, Photoshop? Do you use pre-made templates? Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear what you all use. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you made it this far, smash the like button because you obviously enjoyed the video. Hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. My name is Mario with Nickel Prince, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.